Hi everyone, this is Robyn with mypinkstamper.com, and I have a quick and simple video for you guys. If you follow me on Instagram at Robyn Stamps, ROBYNSTAMPS, or my Facebook page at My Pink Stamper, you will have seen that I've been canning jam. So I went and picked some apricots, and some of my neighbors brought me over some of their soft apricots, and I made 3 batches of jam yesterday. I have 30 jars ready to go. One of them's already half empty because we dug into it last night. But I want to be able to give this to my neighbors and my family and my friends, and I wanted a cute little tag and a way to present this when I'm giving them my jam, because I just can't give them a plain jar of jam, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm using. I'm using the Fresh Fruit stamp set. I'm using the Layering Circles Framelits. This is all from Stampin' Up! And can be found on my website right here at mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. And my name is Robyn CARDON, if you didn't know that already. The 3 colors that I'm using are Pear Pizzazz, Peekaboo Peach, and Basic Black. I'm also using the Ruched ribbon. That is the Peekaboo Peach. I love the Ruched ribbon. If you haven't tried it yet, you're going to want to give it a try. If you've taken any of my recent classes, a lot of the classes have featured the Ruched ribbon, so you were able to see it in person. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is make the little note card, and then I'm going to show you just a quick and easy way to present your bottle of jam. This is canning season. One of the reasons I moved to Utah is apricots grow here really well. They didn't grow very well in Utah or in Oklahoma, so I was never able to make apricot jam. I can't speak today. Okay, so let me tell you what we have here first. So I'm using the coordinating designer series paper that coordinates with the Fresh Fruit stamp set, and the name of it is right up here at the top. I can't think of the name right now, but we're using a 3x3 piece of this paper and the one that has the Peekaboo Peach on it. I'm also using, this is the Thick Whisper White cardstock, and it's cut at 3 1/4 by 6 1/2, and I've scored it at 3 1/4 so I can fold it over, and it has a nice and tight crease, like so. Okay, so right now, let's see what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's just set this aside, and let's go ahead and stamp. So we are going to stamp right here on this little piece. This is just a scrap paper of the regular Whisper White cardstock. Oh, I'm also using the In Color enamel shapes, and I'm going to be using the Pear Pizzazz. Some of the dots from here, I'm going to use that for an embellishment. So we're going to stamp first with the Peekaboo Peach, and we're using just this here. So I'm making it an apricot, of course, because I made apricot jam. I wouldn't want it any other fruit right now. Although I have a million peaches. We have 24 fruit trees, so we have pretty much everything. And I only got 8, I think, apricots of my own, so just not enough to make jam. But we have about 200 peaches on our tree, so you know I'm going to be definitely making peach jam, and I cannot wait. To be able to grow your own fruit and then make jam with it, I can't even describe how awesome it's going to be. I've never had fruit trees in my whole life. We never had fruit trees growing up, so this is really neat. Okay, so I've stamped this, and this stamp is like a watercolor look, and so that's okay to have it a little blotchy. That's the look that we're going for here, and I'm using the stem right here, and I'm going to stamp that up in the Pear Pizzazz, and just, let's see which side. Did I do it the wrong side? I did. I'm going to re-ink this again. There's 2 sides to every piece of paper. So if you don't get the look that you're going for, just flip it over and try it again. I want my apricot. And you might say apricot. I think my mom says apricot. So, you know, being her child, I automatically probably say the opposite. So you can call it whatever you want, apricot or apricot. And I don't even know. I probably call it something different every single time. Okay, now we're going to do the Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to put it right up at the top here. Because some of them did still have the stems on them and the leaves, and it was pretty awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to take my layering circles, and I'm using this size, so I'm not sure which size it is. You can just do the one that fits around it. And we're going to use the Big Shot. I'm going to use the punches for something else. I'm going to show you a little bit later. And kind of have a hot mess going today. Here we go. Here's my Big Shot. And I actually am going to be using, I have the Precision base plate, and then I have the magnetic, I keep calling it metallic, the magnetic plate underneath that. And you can just stick your paper right on top of this plate, and with the cutting sides down. So if you're not familiar with Thinlits and Framelits, there's a piece or a side that has actually a cutting piece. It's not going to cut your fingers or anything, but when pressure is applied to it, it's going to cut the paper like butter. So put that on top and then just roll it through. And we're going to do the same exact thing. Just pops right out. We're going to do the same thing using the Pear Pizzazz cardstock. Just stick that through. And that's all we're really using the Big Shot for on this card. I just wanted to cut some quick circles. Whoops! Didn't drop on my toe, don't worry. I'm good. And I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz paper for another embellishment piece I'm doing. Oops. Okay, so now we have this here, and I'm going to take just a little bit of adhesive. I'm using the snail adhesive, and I'm just going to put it on half of the back of my stamped image, and I'm just going to offset it a little bit like this. So just the green shows kind of up on the top right. And I'm going to take my striped piece of Peekaboo Peach, and I want the stripes going this way, so you could do it whatever way you want. I want them this way, and I'm going to use I'm Here For You. This also comes in the Fresh Fruit stamp set, and I'm using the basic black, but I just want to use the saying For You, so I'm just going to ink up just the part that says For You. You could also tape off the other part, just so you don't accidentally get any of it. And I'm going to stamp that up at the top. For you, right like that. And we're not done here. Now we're going to take some of the Ruched ribbon, and I'm going to take a piece about maybe this big here. Cut that and put it on its back like this. And we're using the Tear and Tape adhesive. I love this adhesive because you can just simply rip it, and it's not staticky, and it just comes right off. You just simply tear the paper. How genius is that? And I can put that away. Now I'm going to peel this off, and I did this on a card that I demonstrated maybe in May or June. And I'm going to turn this over, start from the bottom, and I want to go right along the edge. So do you see how I just have a little piece of that? I'm going to flip it over like this, put it down, and just put a little piece down, and then I'm just going to kind of fold it over. Do you see I'm folding it over? And put a little bit more down. And this tear and tape is pretty permanent, so once it comes in contact with the paper, it's going to stay. Okay, keep doing that. And almost done. It's just a really fun technique, and if you have your sewing machine out, you can sew over the top of it after, and that's also fun. And just wrap it around, and it'll just stay on the back for you so it's even. You don't want that sticking out. So I have just this look. It's just like a little ruffle. So if you do want to take a sewing machine and just do a straight line right there, that's fun as well. So now I'm going to take this and add my adhesive. I'm going to use my Fast Fuse. Whoops. I think this one might be almost empty. Let me grab it real quick. Okay. I need to go do a refill on this one. Okay, and just pull it across. And then we're going to stick this right here. So there's just a little bit of a outline. And we're going to take this right here. And we're using our dimensionals. And these are fabulous, wonderful. Everybody needs to have some of the dimensionals handy. I always just throw a pack on almost every order I do. I just can't go wrong. I ran out of them one time last summer, and it was really, I was doing in the middle of a swap, and I realized I needed my dimensionals, and I ran out of them, and I love them, so I don't want that ever to happen again. Okay, and I'm going to add this up here, and I kind of want it to go over the ribbon a little bit. It'll kind of help keep the pieces down. And then I'm going to take my little embellishment right here, and I'm going to start with a big shape on the end right here, and then I'm going to take another small shape and add it there, and I'm going to add one more small shape. So I have a big, little, and little, like that. Okay, so there's my quick and simple tag, and now we're going to do something quick and simple to coordinate for our jam. Okay, let's scroll that in just a little bit. Okay, so now this one is super, super easy. You're just going to need some of the burlap, what is it, the burlap? It's called Burlap Ribbon. And we're going to cut or measure it. I have a staple in this one, okay. We're going to measure it around so it fits the jar, and then cut it. And then we're also going to be using the tear and tape on this. And dun, 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 dun. Okay. And just peel this off. You see my sparkles? I was working with the gold glimmer last night for my Pop of Paradise online class, and I have it all over my room. It's all over everything in here, but I love it. Okay, so this should come off, but I don't have my glasses on, and I can't seem to get the edge, but I'll do it. I'll get there. There we go. And everything, okay, seems to be working okay. I'm just going to put this right here and just pull it and wrap it around. Make sure it's even. And I like how the tear and tape really sticks nicely on the glass. So I have it like that. Got my little, and now I'm gonna do something super easy and super fun. I'm just going to take, let's see, which one do I want to do? I'm going to take the paper that also coordinates, and I'm going to use our punches, and these are a little bit, I could probably use the framelits if I wanted to as well, but I have these punches, and I'm going to start with the 1 3/4 size, and I'm just going to punch out one of these little apricots or peaches, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to take the bigger size punch, and I'm going to punch Pear Pizzazz. And then I'm going to simply take my adhesive, put it on the back of this. And because I'm putting it around something kind of rounded, I want to just kind of, you know, meld it a little bit. And I'm going to stick, I will go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive, but I'm also going to use my dimensionals. I'm going to do 2 up at the top, 1 and 2, and 2 at the top, down at the bottom, 2 at the bottom. I don't know why I said top. Okay. You think I have a friend in mind who's getting this jam. I hope she likes it. I hope she likes the presentation, because that's my favorite part about giving gifts to people is the presentation. I'm just going to stick it right on the top of here, and I'm going to give her a nice little, my nice little note in a little card. Okay, so I'll take a picture and put it at the end for you. Isn't that super cute for you? I made you some jam. I'm not going to do it with all 30, but I could, and maybe I will. I don't know. And here's another set that I made. I've already made 2, so I'm good on 2. I guess I'd only have, what, 28 more to go. Okay, I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.